Okay, so just to recap what we've done, we've classified our accounts and we've put in opening balances for our accounts. For debtors control, I said you add up your debtors list, so the two balances you had for your debtors to get your debtors control amount, and then the same for creditors control. That is how you got your creditors control balance. We then started posting our CRJ. Yes, Matthew. 76. Okay, we start with our CRJ. We said our CRJ shows money received. So this first column, bank, must go to the bank account. And you've written on the debit side, because your money increases, total receipts, CRJ 22602. This is account where you needed to number them because they're not numbered. It's B1, B2, this would be B3, B4, N1, N2. So if you post it to account number B3, you go to your journal, and underneath the total for the CRJ you would have written B3. Your next column is sales. It shows the amount that you receive from selling goods. Okay, so 2050, go to your sales account. Sales is an income and it increases your owner's equity, so you would have put it on the credit side, and in details you write bank. CRJ7 and the amount's 20,050. Okay, it's account N1, so underneath your sales column you would have written here N1. Okay, next we've got cost of sales. Your cost of sales does not go with bank. Can you see none of these amounts were recorded in the bank account? Okay, it means that what you need to do is you need to post it to two accounts, to cost of sales and which other account? Okay, trading inventory. So this always goes to cost of sales and to trading inventory. Okay, go to your cost of sales account. Cost of sales is an expense. What does an expense do to owner's equity? Decreases, so you write on the debit side, July the 31st. In details you can't write bank because it doesn't go with bank, so you write trading inventory CRJ7 and the amount is 1,529. Okay, that's not the only place you posted it. You would have also posted it to trading inventory. If you debited cost of sales, what will you do to trading inventory? You would credit it. July the 31st. In details, you now write cost of sales. Cost of sales, CRJ7, and the amount is 1,529. Okay, it's account B2, and we also post it to N2. So underneath cost of sales, you're going to write B2/N2. Okay. Why does debtors control appear in the CRJ? Okay, it's debtors that paid us back, so we're receiving money from debtors. So you're going to take that to your debtors control account, and you're going to say, when I receive money from a debtor, does my debtor owe me more or less? Less. So you're going to put it on the credit side. July the 31st. What are you going to write in details? Bank. CRJ7, and the amount is 1952. Okay, this is account number B1. So underneath debtors control, you write B1. Then you move into sundry. What do you remember when we post from sundry? You post on the day. Were we asked to do the capital account? Were we asked to do rent income? No, so we're done with our CRJ. We start posting our CPJ. CPJ, remind yourself, what do I record in a CPJ? Okay, payments made. Okay, so this goes to bank. It's 7361. Go to your bank account. When you make a payment, do you have more money or less money? Less. So you're going to put it on the credit side, July the 31st. And this gets a special name. What is it? Okay, total payments. CPJ7, and the amount is 7361. Okay, now the rest of the columns show what we paid for. We paid for trading inventory. So go to your trading inventory account. If I bought trading inventory, do I have more stock or less stock? More. So you're going to write on the debit side, July the 31st. How did I buy this trading inventory? With money from bank. CPJ 7 and it's 1,350. Okay. I'm not going to keep showing the referencing, but you know you would then go right underneath the total B2. Okay. Then your next column is wages. Were you asked to do wages? No. Creditors control. Were you asked to do creditors control? Why is creditors control in my CPJ? Okay, we're paying creditors back. Okay, paying creditors back. So go to creditors control. If you pay a creditor back, do we owe them more or less? Less. So you're going to write on the debit side, July the 31st. How did I pay them? With money from bank. CPJ 7 and the amount's 2,416. Okay. Then we move into sundry. Were you asked to do any of the accounts in sundry, which is drawings, telephone, and capital? Okay, no. So we move on to our creditors journal. Before you start posting, you remind yourself, what do I record in a creditors journal? Purchases, but credit purchases. Okay, so CPJ shows cash purchases and CJ shows credit purchases. So I bought on credit. Go to creditors control. This is your main account. Okay, so go to creditors control. If I bought on credit, do I owe my creditors more or less? I owe them more. So you put it on the credit side. July the 31st. Because it's the main account, it's got a special name, like bank. Okay. Total purchases. Please don't put payments, otherwise you won't get the mark. CJ 7 and the amount is 2647. Remember to go cross-reference B4 underneath that total. Then we bought no trading inventory, but we bought stationery. Were we asked to do stationery? No. Packaging material? Nothing. Equipment you weren't asked, and drawings you weren't asked. Am I right? Okay. If you were asked to do, for instance, the equipment account, what would you write in details for equipment?
You'd have to write the exact day.
You'd write, yeah, it's sundry, so you'd write the exact day, but your details would be creditors control instead of bank. Okay. We're done posting our creditors journal. We now need to post our debtors journal. Okay, when you post a debtors journal, you remember that it records what? What do we record in a debtors journal? Selling stock, but how? Am I selling it for cash or on credit? Okay. Remember sales, we have two rhymes. What is the rhyme for credit sales? Dummies swim to Cape Town. Okay? So, sales goes with which account? Dummies stands for? Debtors control. So, sales goes with debtors control. And cost of sales, Cape and? Town stands for trading inventory. So you know that the sales column must get posted to sales and to debtors control, and cost of sales goes to cost of sales and trading inventory. This is the journal where you just write each other's names. There's no total purchases or total payments or total receipts. Fine. Go to your sales account. Sales is an income. What is an income due to owner's equity? Increases, so we're going to put it on the credit side. But what am I going to write in details? It was 2,425. If I've credited sales with debtors control, what do I do to debtors control? Okay, you debit. If you're not sure, you say, if I'm selling on credit, my debtors owe me more. That's why it's debited. July the 31st, but in details you now write sales. DJ 7 and the amount 2425. Come. next column is cost of sales. Go to cost of sales. Okay, 2,102. Cost of sales is an expense. What does an expense do to owner's equity? It decreases, so you debit. In details, you write trading inventory again. DJ7 and the amount's 2,102. If I've debited cost of sales with trading inventory, what must I do to trading inventory? Okay, we credit because it's a journal that shows the sale of stock. So if I sell stock, my stock decreases. And I write cost of sales again. DJ7 and the amount's 2,102. Now we're done posting. What do we do after we've posted? Okay, we balance and total our accounts. Please make sure you balance exactly the way I'm doing it now, because a lot of your balancing looks different and you're losing marks. To balance, we need to make both sides equal to the largest total. So if I total my debit side, I'm going to get, it's going to be 4,000 and something compared to 1,952. I know my debit side is going to be bigger. So on your calculator, you can take 1724 plus 2425 and you get 4,149. Make both sides equal to that. The next step is to find what's missing. There's nothing missing on my debit side. What do I need to add to 1,952 to get to 4,149? Okay, so you take 4,149 minus 1,952 and you get 2,197. What do we call this amount? Balance what? Okay, balance carried down or carried over. Then while you're here, you put your opening balance in for next month. So July, after July we've got August the 1st, and you just take your balance carried down and you rewrite it as a balance brought down. It's always on the opposite side of your balance carried down. Okay, that's your balance for debtors control. For trading inventory, I just want to check here. This is impossible. Okay, let's just